Okay, today I'd like to discuss with you outdoor shed blueprints and whether they are better to build or to buy. First of all, let's look at sheds themselves. They are one of the easiest and most affordable ways to add storage space to the home. These sheds are often used to stow away gardening equipment, power tools, landscaping machines, or even spillover from the home. You can even have them as a sleep out. In this video, I want to discuss with you whether it's better for you to build your own shed using outdoor shed blueprints or whether it's better for you to buy from your local hardware store. A prefabricated storage shed can be purchased at just about any home and garden centre for around $1,500 for a 10 by 10 model. However, most units must be assembled before they can even be used. Now, a fully assembled, delivered on-site, ready-to-use shed will often cost at least $2,000 and upwards, including the delivery fee. However, these units are perfect if you have no prior experience with either carpentry or home repair. After all, using outdoor shed blueprints and building your own shed does require a fair bit of actual building work, which means cutting, hammering, screwing, everything you can think of. It is not for the absolute amateur, and they will take longer than an afternoon or two to build. However, if you do have even a small amount of DIY experience, it's worth considering building your own shed. The advantages of building your own storage shed are numerous. To begin with, you can customize the plans however you like. This means that you can make the shed smaller or larger than the plans recommend. You can also add special features like windows or change the suggested materials. It is also possible to save quite a bit of money if you deduct your own time. Depending on the material you choose to use, the average shed can be completed for somewhere between $1,000 and $1,500. So the cost savings aren't huge, but they're nothing to sneeze at. There are a few other variables to consider. For starters, most prefabricated sheds use inferior materials. Probably the most common material they utilize is untreated wood. Now, untreated wood is fine in dry environments, but in more humid, wet environs, the results can be disastrous. The reason for this is simple. When ground or rainwater comes in contact with untreated wood, it can and will damage it over time. This often becomes apparent on the floor of an untreated shed, which will begin to rot and then sag when it comes in contact with water over a protracted period of time. That is why outdoor shed blueprints will almost always recommend that you use treated wood for the floor of your new shed. Using inferior materials will likely cut the life of your project in half and may result in expensive repairs over, in as soon as 5 years' time. Other factors to consider is what's the weight of the equipment you plan to store in your shed. For example, if you plan to keep only gardening supplies or basic tools in your shed, following the outdoor shed blueprints should be fine. But if you're looking to house heavier equipment like a lawn tractor, leaf or snow blower in your shed, anything like that, you'll need to install a tougher, more durable floor. Now, the suggested floor to support heavy equipment starts from a 3/4 inch tongue and groove plywood floor. So it is relatively easy. Don't let any of it scare you. You only need only a small bit of experience in DIY, and you should be fine. Just stick to the plans. It does help if you have good resources and good blueprints to use if you're going to decide to build your own shed. So I recommend you visit manandshed.com and check out some of the blueprints they have on offer and some of the resources and the article that I've linked to below this for more information, and should see you fine. Enjoy your new shed. Thanks for listening.